Hey, this is Ryan from Muscle Without Meltdown with a little daily talk here. I want to apologize in advance if I'm a little scrambled. My AC isn't working, and I'm just frankly kind of uncomfortable, and it makes it a little harder to talk and think and read than normal. But getting right to it, I wanted to talk about, well, it's kind of a bad news. It's a bummer, but it's better that you know this now. The fitness industry has really long exaggerated the metabolic benefit of adding muscle mass. And by that, I simply mean that if you stick with this and let's say you add 20 to 30 pounds of muscle in your training career, which would be phenomenal and is totally going to change how you look and how you feel and all of that, please don't take this video as me saying that weight training is not good. It's great, and you should be doing it for your entire life for a myriad of benefits. But the idea that it's going to just jack up your metabolism to the point that you can just eat whatever you want with no concern, it's a total pipe dream. The reality is that a pound of muscle burns something like 6 calories per day at rest. So think about that. If you added 30 pounds, you're looking at maybe burning an extra couple hundred calories per day, which, is nothing to totally scoff at, but it's also what? An extra protein bar or something? It's certainly not being able to cut loose like people think. Because you hear a lot of that of, oh, look at you. I bet you can eat whatever you want. And no, not at all. The people that can do that, typically they already have some naturally just high metabolism prior to ever gaining the weight. And then they've, put on a bunch of muscle and they're oftentimes using performance enhancing drugs, which are going to affect the nutrient partitioning and everything and help them stay leaner despite their intake. But in general, if you see a big jack person that claims they can eat whatever they want, there's something else going on there, and it's really not the muscle mass doing it for them. So what I would say is if you are looking to be able to eat more and to look, there's really no way you can totally transform your metabolism, I want to say, at least not from that aspect of building muscle and losing fat. I just don't see it. Maybe somebody can prove me wrong, and there is somebody that is totally like they started out and they can only eat 2,000 calories a day, and now they can eat 5,000. If they can prove that to me, I would love to see it. But generally, I think people tend to, you start out, maybe you need 2,000 calories to maintain, and then at the end of your career, you need 2,200. So it's not this big difference. What I would say is look to the cardio to help you burn calories, just because it's a lot more efficient at it than weight training, which only burns, maybe 150, couple hundred calories a session, depending on how long and how hard you're going. Whereas cardio, you can get yourself up to like 500 calories an hour pretty easily once you build up to it. And that right there would be equivalent to walking around with like an extra 100 pounds of muscle on your frame. So which is easier, hour of cardio a day or becoming an IFBB pro? It's going to be the cardio, trust me. The other benefit to the cardio, and now I'm kind of just meandering and getting off topic here, but as a neurodivergent person, I've always like had a walking routine, and I find that really helps me to self-regulate, process my thoughts and emotions, or just, playing daydream. All those things are pretty beneficial. Because essentially the cardio is acting like this kinetic, like it's almost you're stimming, basically, you're just moving. So I don't know if a quote unquote normal person finds cardio as enjoyable as I do, but I'm almost a cardio addict for that reason. I really rely on it to help me as kind of like a coping tool. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I just don't want you thinking that gaining muscle is a pathway to being able to just eat whatever you want and YOLO everything, right? So if you want to look like those people, you're going to have to sacrifice a lot more than you think in terms of diet. But if you just want to look good and feel good without being ridiculously shredded, that is certainly attainable for most people. Just the combination of gaining the muscle mass, using the cardio and diet to kind of get this sweet spot of calorie expenditure versus your intake. And that's how things work in the real world. So I'm sorry if that's busting any fantasies for anybody, and I don't want you to say that, oh, well, screw it, I'm not going to lift weights now if that's how it is, because, again, there's so many health benefits to lifting, you would be kind of an idiot to not do it. But just don't expect that you're going to be able to eat whatever you want or that's going to totally transform your metabolism. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. I really don't want to try to record this again, even though this tape kind of sucked. So I'm just going to put it out. I will see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have some AC then.